Hello and welcome to Benocam. In today's video we are going to be taking the Abbot self-propelled gun out on another road adventure. So we haven't really used this vehicle for a while. Since we repaired the engine in the winter, it's pretty much just been sat here waiting. And yeah, there's a few things left to do to it. There's not much, there's just a few bits to make sure it's safe to use on the road. We've got some rubber road pads that we need to change. I've got a new set of mirrors as well to put on it because one of them is cracked. And yeah, we've got to check the oil levels, make sure everything is all good. And we should be good to take it up the road. The plan today is to take it up to the motor show, which is mainly a car show. It's not very far up the road. And it's a good little excuse to get out and have a little run with it. And when you take this thing on the road, it always gives a good reaction to everyone. Most people think it's very, very funny and enjoy seeing it out and about. So it's always good fun to take out on the road. So you can see here I'm missing a pad here, and I'm also missing another pad here. I think I'm missing about 4 on this track that need doing, and they're not too bad to replace. All you have to do is clean off underneath here, clean these nuts up, undo the nut, and then the remains of the pad actually pops up through. And what's actually been happening is the rubber piece usually flies off somewhere on the road, and then what you're left with on the track is these metal plates. So this is what we now have to unbolt from here. Undo that, take that off, and then I've got a big bag of replacement pads which are a similar thickness to all the rest. We just slip another one of those in, bolt that on, and we are good to go. Not been in here for a while. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Not too disastrous. Got a little bit of a cleaning up to do in here. Make it all nice. I've also got one of the comms wires I've got to replace. Unfortunately, when we swung the turret, I went and pulled the end off one of the comms wires, didn't have enough slack. The whole turret revolves around this thing here, which is called the rotary base junction. So all of the basket and everything turns with the turret, and unfortunately, if any wires or anything like this do hang down and catch on anything, when you're turning stuff, if you're not careful, they will catch and break. So it's really important to keep an eye on stuff like that when you are turning the turret, which we didn't do, which is why now I need to replace that wire. And yeah, this is inside the back of the vehicle. These are all actually fake shells. They just look really good when you look in here. They're actually made of resin. I made all them, I cast all them myself, based on a couple real examples which I bought. And yeah, I've got my faithful spill kit here in case we lose any oil or have any disasters on the way. And I always carry a couple cans of different kinds of oil around with us, just in case we have some major leaks and need some in the gearbox to get back. And yeah, that's the interior. Oh, look at that, look. That's better. Now we can see exactly what's going on. Right, that's the pad that needs doing. Some of these are very tight, others aren't too bad. This one isn't going to be too bad, I think. There's the nut off. And the washer. And then they should pop up. Like that. So yeah, that's the old pad. Totally knackered. Clean this up now, and then pop that one in, which will go in like that. Put a new nut on it, bolt it up, and we're ready to go. Right, just doing a few little last minute checks on the engine, which I will show you now. Very important job. As we've said before, they don't let you have a lot of room around the engine when it's in the engine bay. And there's some really important things here you've got to check, which is all the different oils. First one's actually the gearbox oil, which is in here. There's the dipstick for that one. On there, on that big long dipstick there. So we check that one, that's okay. And then the fan oil is actually in this compartment here. Dipstick's hidden underneath below here, which is on there. It's a little dipstick for that one. Main engine oil is this one. Again, lovely big long dipstick right to the bottom. And then another really important one is the governor oil, which is not very well easily accessible. It's right down in here, and this little dipstick here makes sure that there's oil in the governor, which is very, very important because that's what controls the revving of the engine. If that does run low on oil, it can actually run away on you. The engine itself can just do its own thing. The revs will increase and you can't actually stop it. So always make sure that that's nice and full and there's no leaks. And then there's the radiator header tank as well, which is over there, which is the water, just to make sure it's full. Doing very well with it at the moment. There's no leaks at the moment, but that doesn't mean to say it won't suddenly spring one. So we will carry plenty of spares with us. I've also put the new air filters in there. You can see them in there. Lovely new shiny air filters. So it's going to be drawing a nice bit of fresh air for the engine. Just opened up the front compartment. This is where the steering box is. There's another oil here to check. This is your steering oil. So it's just another dipstick in there, which is just a reservoir for, this is the main steering box. So the main drive comes through the radiator there into this. This is where your two steering bands are here. Your levers inside actually operate these two levers and cams there, and they tighten up bands on a big box in there. Your drive from there then goes to both the front units. And yeah, you will notice that I've rigged up another fan. This is obviously a complete and utter modification that I've done. It's just to help it cool down a little bit. So this Abbot does get quite hot, especially on all the big uphills when it's revving quite hard. It does climb on the temperature gauge quite a lot. So I've rigged up this very basic 12-volt fan, and I stick a little car battery here, tie it in, and I've got these two wires going to the driver's compartment where I've got a little switch. And yeah, when it starts to get a bit high on the temperature gauge, I flick a little switch, and this fan here just helps with the airflow. The whole airflow of this engine, the fans at the back actually suck air through the engine bay, but if there's any holes, you'll notice as well all these bits of packing. If there's any holes in the airflow, it sucks air there rather than through the radiator. So that's just a little help just to keep the engine cool, and it does actually make quite a difference. Might look pretty ridiculous, but it does actually keep the engine nice and cool on the gauge when it needs it. Right, I think we are all ready to go. Tom is on his way up, and we are going to take the vehicle down to Asda, down to the fuel station. So we're all fueled up, ready to take it to the car show. Right then, Vinzo, are you ready?
I think so.
Destination car show. Get in my hole. All right, put the power on. Right, just pulled up, put some fuel in. One thing we do get asked all the time about this is its fuel economy, which is supposed to be only around 3 miles to the gallon, which does sound pretty bad, but we only do around 20 to 30 miles annually, so it's really not that bad to run fuel-wise for that distance. That is us all filled up. You holding tight up there, Vinzo?
Yeah.
Rightio. We are full of fuel and we are on our way. Well, we're here. We got here. How's it going, Vinzo?
G'day.
We're all parked up and we are nice and early, so we have got our spot on the hard standing rather than the grass. Well, I don't think we even lost a road pad on all that either, which is really good. Just do a little check. Track's gone a little slack again, but I've got the greaser gun with me, so I might put a little bit of grease in that in a minute. Vinzo's there just getting the oils ready in case we need some oils. And yeah, now I think every road pad is still on. See how shiny the tracks have come up as well. Always nice to do a bit of road work with these because it cleans everything up nice. And luckily this vehicle, just before it was decommissioned, they put all new running gear on it. So this vehicle was actually fully rebuilt in 1986. So all the track links say 86 on them. And it also had new sprockets as well. You can see the wear on them is here. When they wear, they really eat into these little corners. So it's got really good running gear, which is really nice for safely manoeuvring all the roads. And yeah, no, really pleased with that. Well, we're here parked up at the show. We've got a few really nice cars now joined us. Check these out. Lovely Lambo and a Ferrari. Do a little from the turret view. If you're not familiar with this show, this is the West Cornwall Motor Show. And it's always a good one. There's plenty of old classics here and modified modern cars as well. It takes place every year around the end of June. It's held at Wendron Cricket Club, so not very far away from Falmouth. Got Vinny here doing the interior tours for us. The old Abbot rides are proving very popular, aren't they?
Shame we're not charging.
Yeah, should have been £5 a go.
You don't fancy doing market
Drive you around the car park, trash some tarmac. How we doing? How's our future gun crew doing? All trained up? It's like a giant playground, isn't it? With lots of sharp and heavy objects. Oh, she's going to fire her up. We'll get a bit of noise for you. Right, that's everybody thinning out now, so we are going to get on the tank and we are going to make a move back to the farm. We're just getting everything all ready to go, ready to leave, to head back. We've got someone here who's coming along for a little ride back. Wants to give a little shout out to someone. Alright, Steve! Vinny's here in the turret. Yeah, I think we're going to make a move back. Hold tight. Right, that went very well. That is us now all back to the yard in one piece. No damage to us or any other road traffic users.
Not that we know of.
How's it going up there, Vinzo?
Yeah.
That all went pretty well, didn't it?
Lost the beacon, but we're good.
Flashing light cut out, but if that's all that went wrong today, we've done very well. Right, that's it for this one. That is the video of taking this up to the motor show. We're always stuck for ideas on where we can take this, so if you have any suggestions at all on where we can take this vehicle for a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of a video day out, just leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for Vinny for coming along on the top cover. So that was actually really good. And yeah, we will catch you again soon for more videos.